Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of January, I decided to extend the 2020 sneak peek reading. So if you're still looking for a chance to have an overall yearly guidance reading, that chance is still available until mid-January. And the other special offer for the month is also 2020 focused in terms of specific intentions or resolutions you might have in terms of your love life, your abundance, prosperity as well, wishes, and in terms of your personal growth and evolution. So basically, it's a reading that looks upon one intention resolution for each of these areas, and we will look into the likelihood of those intentions, wishes coming to fruition or not during this year, what forces might be working against it, and what forces might be helpful. So if you would like to know more details about those special offers or any other of my services, again, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Sagittarius, I do feel like there's this open embrace for this opening embrace um, that deals with change, that is kind of unexpected. Perhaps there are certain things in January that are occurring in a way that you didn't see coming. Because I feel like some of you Sages are dealing with a lot of unpredictability, but at the same time, somehow this unpredictability, this change of plans, this change of motion of events are actually favorable to you. It's like they're bringing about more positives than negatives, even if you cannot see it right away. I feel as if as the month progresses, you will be able to really pinpoint what are the plus points upon those changes and those type of unexpected situations. You do have the Justice card representing your how you will be internalizing and processing experiences during the month. So it's Justice Arcana, it's in your soul position, and for me this really speaks about you measuring up, okay? You really looking in a very balanced, fair manner to events and situations you're dealing with, trying to weigh your options and really look truthfully, rationally, with your discernment in place, the factors you have at hand, because I do feel like some of you Sagittarius have two important things that you're weighing upon, two choices, two important choices to make, or two options, okay? Two courses of action that you could take in terms of your future plans. And you might be indecisive initially, but I feel like you end the month quite, assured of what you want, particularly if this is decisions about work and finances, if you're weighing upon if you should stay or leave the job you are in, if you should or shouldn't ask for a certain promotion, or if you should look elsewhere for more opportunities, if you should invest something as well business wise, whatever it is your decision, you will be making the right one. There's a confirmation with the Six of Pentacles also here as the outcome that definitely you will be making the right decision. So don't worry so much about making a wrong one, okay? Making something that you will later regret, because I do feel like you're very balanced. Your mind is very balanced. Your spirit is very balanced when it comes to weighing options that are favorable to all involved, that are fair to all involved, and that represents um, some sort of balancing effect that has been absent in your life. I feel like some of you that have been dealing with a lot of extremes, a lot of ups and downs, a lot again of as well unfavorable events and circumstances that have kind of distract you from the main goal you had at hand. This is kind of stopping, okay? This is kind of fading away, and for that reason you can now see clearly in January the matter, right? The matter of what you're dealing with, the truth of what you're dealing with, the facts, straight up facts. If you have anything that you're looking for, that energy of truth. I feel January is very favorable as well to bring you the truth that you're seeking in any type of circumstance and a situation. If you seek for the truth, if you seek for the reality of circumstances, you will be given the answer you're looking for. You will find what the truth again about what you're wondering is. I do feel like things have been a little bit again up and down, up and down, up and down, and the idea of January is all about bringing again that sense of harmony and balance to something that has been very it has not been working in a way that ultimately would bring you the results, okay, the real results of something you want in your life. Because it feels like some of you Sagittarius, you don't want just something to be working for you. You want this type of, you know, equal give and take of energy, of resources, of feedback, of whatever you're putting in. You want this, you want to give and receive in the same amount. You want things to be fair. Fairness, justice, and Six of Pentacles is very important to you during this time. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra or a strong Libra energy, or for Sagittarius that have Libra energy in your chart, this could be a significant time because it's really a month, yes, where the Libra archetype is strongly present in your dealings and in the way that you are basically as well processing and interacting with life. I feel like there's a part of you that is transcending and overcoming old judgment as well. So there are things that you're rising above, things that have to deal with the past, things that have, you know, have to deal with a moment as well in some of your lives where you had to hold on, you know, to the little you had, to, you know, things that didn't add much quality to your life, but it was, you know, your it was what you had. It's a feeling like you had to deal with the things you had at the time, even if they were not you know, giving you a sense of satisfaction or accomplishment. You held on to the little things you had, and now you're able to transcend that sense of limitation and really be more open and receptive to abundance, to ask for more, to receive more, to demand more, because you're also willing to give more. I feel like for some of you Sagittarius that have been, you know, very tight, uptight, very you know, in this energy of introversion, in this energy of not really expressing and opening up too much, you're ready to give more of yourself. And so because you're ready to give more of yourself, you're also ready to receive. So again, there's that mirroring energy, something happening in your life that reflects exactly this change that I'm speaking about, that some of you are experiencing strongly in January, that deals with transcending old limiting, you know, beliefs, but also transcending the there's something here about this, the squeeze, the tightness. I keep getting like some of you have been living under circumstances or experiences that have left you feeling like you had to squeeze yourself, like tight, like you couldn't feel comfortable. Whatever has been making you feel uncomfortable, tired, burdened, a heavy thing you have been attached to, you are rising above it for sure during January. I also feel like some of you want to act more upon, you know, impulse, but also it's impulse associated with strategy. So it's not, you know, blind impulse, rash energy. It's actually, you have a strategy, you have a plan, you have something that is well thought, that's well measured, again, it's well calculated, and you're now ready with the Knight of Wands here to take action towards this plan, towards whatever choice, decision you're making, applying it, okay, applying it in a concrete format, so it also bring you solid results. And in terms of finances, there's like a step forward and a step back, a step forward and a step back all over the month. It's just, you know, a natural process of comes and goes until the energy gets again established in a balanced format. Don't worry so much about finances if that's what's concerning you, because it's getting to be, you're going to find that as you move into February, things are evening up, things are getting to the point that they should gradually. I don't feel like you need to push too much or do too much to regain financial balance. If it is about love, I do feel like things are a process. Okay, you might be dealing with a situation again where you're weighing upon um, the emotions, okay, the feelings you have at one hand, and what your mind is telling you in another. Okay, what you're rationally um, absorbing from this love experience that you might be dealing with. It's almost like your mind tells you something and your heart tells you something else, and you're trying to calculate and listen to both sides, right? To reason and to feeling, and you're trying to see who's telling the truth, if your heart or your brain. You're trying to see also if what you are feeling and experiencing in terms of your love life, if it's real or not, if it's true or not. You're really waiting to see how things pan out. I'm feeling like in terms of love, there's also that message of just let things unfold. February feels like it's going to be a month where the conclusions you need are more accessible with more certainty. January feels more like a month of reassessing situations, calculating them, weighing, the pros and the cons, looking at situations in a straightforward manner. Okay, not trying to pretend you're not seeing what's there, but also not dismissing the importance that certain things still have for you, and so not trying to jump ahead the process again. It's like, be very balanced, avoid extremes, and avoid behaviors that are not found, okay, are not based in your truth, your internal truth. I feel like some of you might be tempted to do things that fall a little bit out of your, fall a little bit out of who you truly are. It's like a feeling like you're doing things that are things that you wouldn't do, that you in reality may not want to do. You're doing that to perhaps get back at something. I feel like some of you could be wanting some sort of revenge. You could be wanting to, you could be wanting to do something to provoke a reaction, okay, in someone else. Be careful of this type of ripple effect. This could be happening as well for some of you Sagittarius, because you might be angry or upset by someone's behavior towards you, and you might want to just make them experience something, hoping that would make them feel sour or bitter or just angry. Something here needs to be measured carefully, okay? Rise above the temptation to be someone you are not. I also feel like some of you are just looking out for, you're looking out for your own interests. So it's a month where your interests should be your priority, because it's where you're being asked to really look carefully at, because the more carefully you look, the more you will reap. The more you pay attention to what you're holding at your hands, and actually what's important, the better it will be next, because you will be free to actually pursue other things that are not so important and serious, that ask for so much responsibility. January, it's a month where ethically and morally, the universe wants you to be responsible. It wants you to be the bigger person. It wants you to be the adult. It wants you to be the wisest, mature, better version of a Sagittarian that you can be. Because if you pass that test of integrity, if you pass that test, things ahead will be much better. Things ahead will be finding, again, that energy of resolution, that energy of things just fixing themselves by themselves naturally. There's this natural, process as well, organic process that is happening and unfolding ahead, where you don't need to do so much. Things will take their natural course. There's a flow ahead that is beautiful. If you pass kind of this test that the universe is displaying in January, that deals with your integrity, that deals with you being able to just leave the old uh, version of your own that would be kind of spitting fire for the sake of spitting fire, doing wrong for the sake of doing wrong, and not caring about consequences, and not caring about how that might affect others. Again, there's a side to this energy, Sagittarius, that really calls back to past irresponsibility, and being that you're being provoked by an external source to react this way, or it's just something in you that is like wanting to sabotage your actual process, just be careful. Not all means justify the ends or something like that. It's like, just don't fall for it. It's a trap. Others of you, things are moving slow but steadily. It's like, again, it's not like this type of energy where you would feel super, it's like you would not feel the greatest, but you will also not feel like you're in the low. It's not the greatest, but you're also in the low. It's like you're growing, you're progressing, you're getting there. Be patient. Be patient with the process here, that it's about getting things right for you and for your life. There's a natural energy here that does not want you to interfere. It just wants you to keep being you in the best side possible. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon, and Happy New Year.